third game of the day is about to begin, where we have the Austin Arsenal, and they're back-to-back going against the Red River Rougarou. This is a rematch of the game we had yesterday, where Rougarou beat Austin 2-1. Austin looking to get one back for that. In net for the Rougarou, we have Hunter McAdams, Taylor Denard for Austin. Your referees for this game are Mike Tesoro and Trey Johnson. And we are underway as Colby Stewart wins it. And Brandon Marto takes a shot. I'm pretty sure Cade Campbell got a stick on that, maybe. It might have been Spencer. He comes back. Gendron sends it down. Brandon Marto has it after receiving the pass from Donahue. Comes over in the corner. Glapa throws it around. And Colby Stewart is going to get it and bring it out. Send it ahead for Campbell. Campbell walks it in. Takes the shot. And beats Denard just over the right. And by right, I mean left elbow. 38 seconds into the game. Shreveport is on the board first. And we're underway again as Colby Stewart wins it over to Cade Campbell, who throws it back for Dugan. Dugan. I'm going to call him Duggan. It's probably Dugan, though. Just saying. I think I said the exact same sentence yesterday. I don't remember. The point is, some of these names are easy names, right? But you look at them and you're like, wait a minute, am I even saying that right? Like Gendron. We had a whole conversation, lasted about a half an hour about that yesterday. So I was finally set straight. Colby Stewart and Drew Glapa in the face-off. And Glapa wins it, but doesn't get it back far enough to the point for Gendron as Riley Spencer throws it ahead. Campbell takes a shot. I believe he was passing to Tyler Green, and that goes off his leg and into the boards. Colby Stewart takes the shot, and that is absorbed by Denard, who is denying. The Rougarou getting one more. 8 minutes and 52 seconds are remaining in your first period. Mark Gendron, I'd be commenting more, but I'm golfing. Good man. I mean, isn't that a way to spend a Sunday? Golfing and watching ball hockey? As Brandon Marto throws it all the way down, will that be an icing? They say yes, and the entire Austin team, except for one, that man, Trevor Donahue, stayed at the face-off because they knew what was going to be happening. Why waste the energy? See, Mr. Gendron, I'd be golfing more, but I'm busy commenting. As a shot taken by Chad Gurdian is stopped by Denard. Gurdian gets it back, though, gets it over to Lodato. Tried to, went through him. Josh Hall throws it up the boards, gets it to Donahue. And then it is lobbed all the way down by Donahue. Is that an ice? Is that an ice? They say no, as they deem Brett Lee could have got there a little bit faster. And he sends it over to A. Bear for the Rougarou. Gets it to Roulette. Roulette now. Gains the zone. Circles back. Sends it down for Lodato. Lodato tried to get it over to A. Bear, who was crashing the net, but didn't really have a good passing option. And Gurdian sends it up to the point. Haddock with a shot. Goes wide of the net. Bounces back out. And Roulette now. Goes behind him. Passes it. Bear will pick it up. Bear wrists it, and that is batted out of the air by Fiocca with a high stick, so that'll get a stop. We'll get a whistle. And a small, small little break. Austin wins the face-off. Glappa throws it hard around the boards, finds a Brandon Marto. He'll inch it out. Shot taken by Colby Stewart. Does not find its way through. And that is picked up by Tyler Cook. Back to Colby Stewart. I'm sorry, Zach Cozing. And that is sent out. Fiocca has it now. Sends it all the way over for Brandon Marto. Hits his feet. Rolls all the way down. Brandon Marto pressured by Haddock. And turns and shoots. And Hunter McAdams, I believe, saw his first shot of the game. And just absorbed it. Just under 7 minutes left in the first period. Could have also said just over 3 minutes into our first period. It's kind of like not analog, standard time or military time, you know, choose your preference. As Tyler Cook gets it away from Jamie Kerr, he walks it in, stops on the dot, turns, passes, shot, taken by Garrett Pfeiffer. Blocked by Denard, it's rolled around by Glappa, found by Cook. Anderson tried to get it over to Pfeiffer, and then they battle on the boards for it, with Glappa eventually getting it to Brandon Marto, who walks it in, sends it ahead for Sidney Fiocca. Fiocca back to Josh Hall. Haddock gloves it down. Josh Hall does well to keep it up, and I do believe Josh Hall stepped on a stick and might have done it again, but he was looking for a tripping call on that second one. Did not get it. And take a shot. Blocked by Denard. Shot taken by Jesse Anderson. Cade Campbell right there on the doorstep. Shot blocked. Colby Stewart tries to put it into the crease from behind. Campbell will pick it up. Back to Stewart. Stewart trying to get it back to Campbell. That read well by Jamie Kerr. And that ball pops up and into the corner. Going to get picked up by Tyler Green. Finds Campbell to take a shot. Good save by Denard. But it comes right to Tyler Green. And on the doorstep was Colby Stewart trying the stuff at home. Denard could not get the glove down. Now Campbell with it. And Gendron sends it out. Fiocca battles with Duggan. And shot bounces off the glass. Comes in. Stewart turns and shoots. Goes wide. Duggan again with a wrister, goes wide of the net. Stewart gets it to a wide open Cade Campbell. He fakes the shot, gets it back to Stewart, who tries to tap it. Went wide. Now Campbell again drops it back for Duggan. He takes a shot, wide again, off of Jamie Kerr's foot and almost into his own net. Wake up play for Denard, who got that glove down. And Austin will get a two-man change. 4 minutes and 41 seconds left in the first. Your score is 1-0. Red River, Rougarou. Having the one. Austin still looking to get on the board. And Austin taking their time getting back from the bench to the face-off. Which I can understand how that would be frustrating, but we only got 7 people. I think most players would understand, especially in a back-to-back game. As Josh Hall puts on some jets, walks it forward, takes the shot, and beats McAdams. And Austin has tied the game 1-1 with 4 minutes and 23 seconds, and we have cheers in the crowd for Austin. I think that's the first time all weekend folks. As Matt King says, hey, Ma. And says, hey, Ma, twice. Hey, Ma, I think he's really trying to get your attention. She knows who she is. She'll respond in a minute. Just be patient, Matt. My goodness, Matt. Blowing up my comments. I joke as Roulette's got it. Sends it back to Brett Lee. Back over to A. Bear. A. Bear sends it ahead. Finds Gertie. And then it's sent down. Gendron's going to get to it. And it is taken away by Lodato. And Lodato gets it to Roulette, who takes the shot. I think Denard got a piece of that. I could be wrong. It might have went a little wide. A. Bear's got it at the point. Wrist one. Bounces off the net. Roulette looks to try and stuff it off the backboards. Does not succeed. Gerdian now throws it back for A. Bear. A. Bear sends it right into the middle where Josh Hall reads it, picks it up, puts on the Jets, sends it ahead. Brandon Marto's going to get it down in the corner. Brett Lee's going to pressure, and Brandon Marto says no thanks, sends it right up the boards for Josh Hall. Josh Hall protects, gives it to Kerr. Kerr's going to send it all the way across for Fioca. She's going to get it on the boards, but that is batted away into the neutral zone where Hall picks it up, takes the shot off the shaft of the stick of McAdams, and into the corner it goes. Jamie Kerr pinches in, takes the shot, denied. Roulette now with it for Red River, gains the zone. He'll send it across, tries to send it across. That was blocked, or interrupted, I should say, by Josh Hall. Fioca had it for a moment. Brandon Marto comes up with it now, poked off his stick by Roulette. Roulette tries to send it down. Ball kind of whiffed on him and went up off the glass. He gets it, though, gains the zone again, brings it to Lodato, drops it off. His shot pass attempt blocked by Jamie Kerr. He'll send it ahead for Brandon Marto. Marto with it. Tries to get it over to Fioca. Fioca heavily guarded. Now Kozing gains the zone with it. Jamie Kerr forces him to make a move. And then it's picked up by Tyler Cook. As Gendron does well to interrupt him. And then it's taken away by Josh Hall, who gets stood up by Mike Hinton in the neutral zone. And Jesse Anderson taking a little bit of time getting to it. And it's because I believe Hinton's going to get a penalty for interference on getting stood up. Josh Hall has some words. So we'll see. All right, comment time. Barbara Parker giving the thumbs up. Matt Kings with 2 laughing emojis. Matt says, thought you might be bored. I appreciate that, sir. Ma love it's Ma is cleaning her oven, watching and listening. Matt King says, I need more syrup. Matt's going to bring up syrup at a time like this. My friend, we ain't getting into that. 2 minutes, 8 seconds left in the first period. Then we'll get into it. Score is tied 1-1 in the first. As Denard, and by Denard I meant Donahue, had it. And then it's sent all the way down to Denard. He didn't play it. They say no ice because it's a power play, but they didn't put that up on the board. So people quickly forgot, including the players. Josh Hall takes a shot. It goes wide. And Donahue with it. He is pressured. His pass interrupted by Brett Lee, and then Lodato will clear it all the way down. Not all the way down, but down a little bit. Josh Hall holding on, gets it over to Brandon Marto. He'll gain in the zone, send it right back to Hall. Hall tries to send it back to Brandon Marto, but Tyler Green got in the way of that. Eventually Brandon Marto gets it, tries to get it over to Glapa. Does not succeed. Lodato will take it away. Tried to get it to Green for a short-handed. Does not succeed. Glapa with it now. And that is sent all the way across by Donahue for Brandon Marto. A little too far. Riley Spencer comes out. Sends it ahead. It gets past Green. And Gendron will keep it in. Brandon Marto behind the net, loses it. Austin Haddock has it now. And Lodato will clear it all the way down. And Gendron will go back to get it. 35 seconds left in our first period. And Brandon Marta with it, turns and shoots, and that got blocked by somebody. It comes over, Donahue has it. And Sydney Fioca tries to get it behind the net. Duggan does not let her. She eventually sends it up to Brandon Marto. Shot taken by Gendron at the point. On the doorstep, Sydney takes a couple tries. Does not get through. Donahue now getting in along the boards. 5 seconds left. Donahue turns, shoots. That's blocked by Hebert. He'll backhand it out, and that is the end of the first period, folks. And that's going to do it for our first intermission. Brought to you by the Alaskan Canadian Connection. The Alaskan Canadian, damn it. Words brought to you by the Alaskan Canadian Syrup Connection. That's what I was trying to get out. It sounded funny in my head at the time, but even though the third time was a charm, by the time I finally got it out, it was just stupid. And our second period is underway. Your score is tied 1-1 as the Rougarou have possession on it now. Chad Gurdian gets it, loses it. Josh Hall picks it up, runs it in for Austin. Gains the zone. Stops back, walks into the slot, takes the shot. That wasn't the slot, but you know what I mean. Walked into the center, took the shot. Hall lifts the stick, keeps it. Glapa with the shot. I don't believe that got through. A stretch pass up for Roulette. He's got Gurdian with him all alone. Took the shot. And beats Denard, giving the Rougarou their number 2 on the board. Tanya Lovitz will double my list next visit. Well, that's sweet of you. But you know, I'm just saying, I wasn't promised syrup from you. I was promised syrup from somebody close to you and was conveniently forgotten about. Conveniently. That's what I was going to do during my break. I got to wait again. My ladder's about to fall over. Me along with it. All right, so Austin. Josh Hall gets it batted down by Fioca. She puts on some jets, walks it in behind the net, loses it. And Brett Lee sends it ahead for Roulette. He chips it around Jamie Kerr. We got a 2-on-1. Josh Hall 3-on-2 now. Back over to Gurdian, took a shot. Same play as last time. Denard denied. Oh, I think the shot went wide, actually. Denard came all the way out. And the pass not complete, and that is batted up and out of the zone by Donahue. And Austin Haddock sends it over to Hebert. As it goes through Donahue, Sydney gets to it, gives it back to him, but Kozine says, I don't think so, pokes it free. Josh Hall gets it back to him, though. It comes all the way across. Jesse Anderson sends it over to Haddock for the Red River. They'll send it up the boards for Tyler Cook. Keeps it away from Sydney. Haddock with it now. Gets it ahead to Anderson. Anderson gains the zone now. Got to be careful going backwards, gaining the zone. As they bring it back up, Tyler Cook puts it in. 30. Pfeiffer with it along the boards. In the corner, pressured by Gendron. And now Cook sends it up to the point. Haddock's got it. He'll slap it. And that was blocked by Sydney. Another slapper by Kozine. That was blocked by Donahue. Can't get past him. Just beat him into submission with the ball, I guess. As Kozine puts it back up for Anderson. He walks in, takes a breath, Throws it off the inside shin of Glapa. It goes wide into the corner. Tyler Cook will pick it up off the boards. Turns, shoots, goes wide. As the ball bounces up, it's settled by Spencer. He took a shot. That is deflected. Cozing rims it hard around the boards as Red River gets changes. Shot goes right into the crease. Glapa's going to bat it out the only way he knows how, and that's to get an icing. That sounded bad. The only way he knows how is to do an icing. That's not true. If you've been watching the game, you know that doesn't make any sense at all what I said. That's okay. Most of the things I say don't. So, that was a whistle. I need to fix my ladder. Hold on, folks. All right, ladder fixed. Look at that. Perfect timing. Austin with it off the faceoff, lobbed all the way out again. Will that be another icing? Yep. Yes, it will. Was that the same person? I don't think so. I think that was Gendron that did it that time. I could be wrong. If it was Glapa again, well then we could start saying the only way he knows how. Because now he's doing it multiple times, and that's just not cool. All right, Colby Stewart, Glapa in the face-off. Riley Spencer with a shot. I do believe Denard got a little piece of the blocker on that one. Josh Hall blocks the shot, didn't know where it went. Donahue there to clean it up, get it out. Comes back to Spencer now for the Rougarou. And he gets it over to Tyler Green, I do believe. Nope, Tyler Green is getting it behind the net. So that was Cade Campbell. And batted out of the zone again. This time by Josh Hall, and that will be another icing. 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in our second period. Score is 2-1, Red River. Rougarou leading. Stewart wins the faceoff, but that is taken away by Fiocco, who puts on some jets, gets around everybody, but it goes into the board. Spencer, she gets it to Donahue all alone, takes the shot, and beats McAdams and ties it up for Austin on an interesting breakaway by both Sidney Fiocco and Trevor Donahue. 6 minutes and 8 seconds left in the second period. Your score is 2-2. And we got a new hockey game, folks, for the third time this game. And yes, I am counting the 0-0s because it was a new hockey game. That's right. Not that I need to explain myself, but it helps fill the time. And like I said before, I just like hearing myself talk. Barbara Parker says, awesome. Tanya Lovett says, way to go. With an exclamation point. No, a line. As Roulette took a little spill. Seems to be all right. Getting up, walking it off. We're going to have Josh Hall, Josh Lodato in the face-off. The battle of the Joshes. Which Josh will win? That's the question that keeps us up at night, folks. Man, if that were the truth, that'd be weird. 22 and 21. 22 won it. But won it back to the wrong team as Bear sends it ahead. Lodato gets it in. It's dropped back by Chad Gurdian. And Gendron keeps it away from Roulette as it's chipped ahead for Sydney now. And her shot interrupted by Bear. Josh Hall pick it up behind the net. Brett Lee watches him. And he'll drop it for Brandon Mardo. Send it to Brandon Mardo. Brandon Mardo's pass blocked by Lodato. And then intercepted by Lodato. He plays it off the boards. And now Gurdian gets it ahead to Roulette. Roulette gains the zone. Walks it in. Lodato all by himself. Shot taken, goes wide. Josh Hall gets to it. He'll lob it up and out. And Bear will collect it. To send it ahead. Gurdian's got it. Gurdian back to Bear. Bear's going to slap it. And that bounced off somebody. Ends up in the corner. Roulette's got it. Loses it. Gendron's got it, plays it off the boards. Lodato steps in, gets it back to Roulette, goes through him. Hebert now with a slapper. And beats Denard, and the Rougarou take the lead one more time. Your score is now 3-2. 4 minutes and 38 seconds left in the second period. As the Rougarou win the face-off back, Cozine has it. He'll send it ahead. Tyler Cook tried to get it. Josh Hall took it. He brings it in, sends it across for Brandon Marto all alone. Back to Hall. Wide open net for just a moment as McAdams slid over as Josh Hall gets knocked down by someone in some way. I didn't actually see it, but he fell into the net, knocked it off its placement. That'll give us a stoppage. They're going to bring the face-off out of the zone, but Hinton is saying something else. Or Hinton's getting the box. All right, so Hinton is getting the box for a cross-check. I guess he's getting called for cross-checking Josh Hall into the netting. He doesn't like the call. He's very animatedly angry about it. Josh Hall talking to McAdams. So what we have now is a power play as Hinton's still yelling about something. For the next 90 seconds, Austin will be on the power play. Josh Hall tries to pass it across. That is interrupted by Anderson, who interrupts all of it. And the ball comes over to Jamie Kerr. It comes out of the zone. Austin needs to touch up. Brandon Marto. I guess, couldn't hear the offsides call as he was focused, I guess. As Cozine still yelling. Very angry. I don't know what about. Well, I mean, I can imagine because he's in the box. But I mean, what I'm saying is I don't understand the altercation that happened, is what I'm saying. So I don't know what about in that regard. I can't hear him very well. I mean, I can hear that he's doing stuff, saying stuff. I don't know. I can't hear what it is. Can't understand is the correct word. All right. Josh Hall with it now. 1 minute left in the power play. Hall's got it. Walks it in. Trying to get Green to bite. Green does a little bit. Donahue gets it into the zone. Back to Josh Hall now. Hall takes the shot and beats McAdams. And we got another hockey game again, folks. 3-3 in the second period. Sorry for my chuckle. I only chuckle because these teams seem to be going back and forth answering each other, which is what we like to see. It's entertaining to watch. That is Austin's power play goal. Making sure stats and score timings and everything are all right. And Red River now with Cade Campbell. Put it back for Stewart. And it's batted out of the zone by Brandon Marto. Spencer trying to bring it back in. Succeeds. It rolls right on net. Denard gets it over for Kerr, who throws it to Josh Hall, who tried to give a stretch pass to Brandon Marto, but that was gloved down by Haddock. Colby Stewart with it now, has it along the boards, finds a little bit of space. Shot deflected into the corner. Now Donahue picks it up on the near boards. Tries to feed it ahead to Brandon Mardo. Haddock said no. They get it to Stewart. He crashes the net. That is poked off his stick by Jamie Kerr. He sends it back for Cade Campbell, who took a shot. That goes wide. And Riley Spencer. Shot taken. I do believe that was a kick pad save by Denard. And then Stewart loses the ball, and that is sent all the way down by Brandon Mardo. Riley Spencer with it. Gets it to a Cade Campbell waiting on the blue line. Sent all the way back over for Stewart. Goes through him. And now Kerr will pick it up. Sends it around the boards for Donahue. Sent all the way for Brandon Mardo, who just bats it out. 2 minutes remaining in the second period as Spencer throws it ahead for Campbell, but the Rougarou were offsides. All right, what are you guys talking about in here? I've been missing stuff. Matt Kings lost his bye key and then Binky. What is a bye key? I understand. We had a whole conversation about spell check too and autocorrect or auto text, I think you call it, Matt. Yeah, I remember that. Tanya says, find your second gear. Also, you guys can do this. As Drew Gloppa bats it out. Goes right past Brandon Mardo all the way down. They're going to call that an icing, maybe. Nope, because Brett Lee gets to it. Or maybe it wasn't even an icing. Fioca now gives it to Brandon Mardo on the doorstep. Tries a couple of backhanders. Brett Lee swims and prevents all the shots from Brandon Mardo. As it's brought in by Gerdian, he puts on the Jets, tries a backhander. And beats Denard, and just like that again, folks. One more on the board for the Rougarou, 4-3. Not sure what happened there. Looked like Taylor kind of backed up into his net. For a minute, maybe he thought Gendron was going to run into him or something. I don't know. Either way, the ball found its way in. That is a goal. Minute and 25 seconds left in the second period. As Roulette now gets it around Kerr. Takes the shot. And is stopped by Denard. Blocked by Denard. And then gloved down to get a whistle. And a face-off. Lodato with it now, walks it in, gets the stick all tied up, still manages to get a shot off. Not a whole lot on it though. Pad saved by Taylor. It comes all the way out. Bear's going to chase it down, all the way down. Fioca is going to pressure. Send up the boards, not very far. And Bear gets it over to Brett Lee, who sends it ahead. For Tyler Cook, I believe. Yes. Tyler Cook sets up, gets it over to Gerdian. Gerdian's got an open Roulette. Finds him. Roulette takes the shot. I believe that either hit the arm of Denard or the post. And Gerdian sends it back for Cozine. Got to get it to Bear, who risks one into the corner along the boards. Sends it back up to Gerdian. Gerdian holds. Tries to get it over to Roulette. Fioca's going to get there first. They'll battle along the boards. Roulette takes it away. Fioca stays with him. Roulette protects it very well. Sends it across for Hinton. As his shot goes off the side of the net, pops up, and that buzzer means the second period is now over. Rougarou with one more on the board than Austin. Your score is 4-3. We got a 60-second break and another 10-minute period coming. So if you got to do something, do it quick, because this game's fun. I just see Ray Yell pop in here. Right on. Let's all ignore his comments for 5 minutes. Here we go. The third period is underway. Josh Hall Gets it over to Brandemardo, who takes a shot off the shaft of Cozine's stick. It rolls on net. McAdams gets the whistle. That was a joke, Ray, by the way. I'm happy to see you. Glad you're here. Thank you for coming. As the Rougarou send it ahead, get it to Tyler Cook. And here comes Pfeiffer, who gets it, gains the zone, drops it back. Hinton puts it on the stick of Anderson, who takes a shot, goes high. And another shot attempt by Pfeiffer with Anderson. I think that was a jumping screen he was trying to do. Anyway, shot went wide, ends up in the corner. Josh Hall sends it up all the way down. That will be an icing. And we'll bring it all the way back down here for a new faceoff. See, the nice thing about, probably the only nice thing about Austin only having 7 players on the bench is, you know, it doesn't really matter if they ice it. They're all tired anyway. I mean, I understand Austin didn't just get changes or anything, but I mean, like, they can't get changes. So, anyway, the point of the story is, if you don't have a full bench, or if you don't have anybody on the bench, ice the ball. Why not? Actually, please don't do that. Games will take forever. As Cade Campbell has it for the Rougarou now, walks in the zone, gets tripped up by the stick of Glapa, and he's going to sit for a minute and a half on that one. 8 minutes and 57 seconds left in the third period. Score is 4-3. Rougarou on their first power play of the game. Austin converted on one of theirs earlier. Will the Rougarou do the same? Let's find out. And off the face-off, Josh Hall eventually gets it. Tries to clear it out. It's gloved down by Roulette, and now on a breakaway, Brandemardo all by himself takes the shot and ties it up with a short-handed goal. Your score is now 4-4. That is like the 5th time we've had a new hockey game. Austin really bringing it to the Rougarou. You got to hand it to him with only having 7 people on the bench and playing back-to-back games. Just saying that. The Rougarou, they don't care. They want the W, and I know that. Spencer now got it to Stewart. Spencer sends it back to Roulette. Roulette tries to get it ahead for Gertie, and it goes all the way down. Austin looking for an icing call. They got it. So the face-off will come all the way back down here. We still got a minute and 5 seconds left in the penalty to Glapa. Off that goal, Mark Gendron says, Austin with the shorty. Lovitz, nice shorty. Yeah, Matt Kings, let's go. Barbara Parker, beautiful. That's what's up, people. For anybody in the comments who's watching for Red River and are wondering why nobody's commenting about Red River, the reason why is because either A, you're not doing it, and B, because they're all here in the stands, folks. We like to see that. We love a full house of crowd. Full house of crowd. All right, Chris. As a shot taken by Colby Stewart, seems to stick to Denard for a moment, and Spencer there trying to stuff one, but Denard falls down, gets the whistle. That's the end of it. But the point I was making with my last comment was that it's nice to see some love for Austin in the comments, because that generally doesn't, or hasn't happened so much this weekend. You spread the love around, folks. Spread all the love. There's been like no love for Dallas in the comments. What's going on with that? That's not true. Oh, a couple players, but not Dallas as a whole. The point is that Kozine takes a shot, and now is blocked by Brandon Mardo. He felt it as he hobbled there for a minute. Campbell with it now. Walks it over. Donahue stopping the pass. Sends it up. Fioca gets to it. 15 seconds left in the penalty. Kozine's going to come back and get it. Gets it to Bear. He throws it ahead for Gurdian. That was not Gurdian. That was Green. My mistake, folks. As Bear sends it down. And now Garrett Pfeiffer picks it up along the boards. Finds Green waiting for it. And on the doorstep just as the penalty expired. Or just after the penalty expired. Takes a shot. And again, the Red River are leading Austin by 1. Your score is now 5-4 with 7 minutes and 14 seconds left in the third period. Austin takes it off the faceoff now. Riley Spencer. He's got it. Tries to pass it ahead for Tyler Cook, but Josh Hall read the play, intercepted, and then Austin Haddock read Josh Hall's idea and took it away, but Josh Hall gets it back. And he tries to wrist one. Spencer read it well. Kept it away. Fioca now on the blue line takes a shot. That does not get past Haddock. And then it's sent down. Josh Hall will pick it up along the boards. Stop down behind the goal line. Take a breath. You know he needs it. As he stretches it all the way up to Fioca, who loses it. Colby Stewart gets it now. And Cook over to Anderson, trying to get it back to Stewart. Pass a little too hot, goes right through him. Now comes back to the point for Haddock. Haddock takes the shot. Goes wide of the net. Denard gets the glove right as Stewart is going for the poke. Gets the whistle. We're going to stop with 6 minutes and 9 seconds left in period 3. As the Rougarou win it. A shot taken by Gurdian. And over in the corner, Josh Hall will pick it up. Roulette. Tries to take it away. Glapa stops him. Steps on the ball. Josh Hall sends it around the boards. Finds Fioca. She sends it up. Out it comes. And it's sent over to Spencer, who gives it back over to Lodato, who's got Roulette. Bounces off the side of his stick. Gendron will take it. Throws it behind the net. Nobody there to pick it up, so Lodato will. Brandon Mardo interrupts as it goes through. Haddock sends it over to Spencer. Shot taken. Roulette on the doorstep. Couple of good blocks by Denard. Last attempt went into the corner where Lodato picks it up. Shot taken by Gendron. Goes hard off the back wall, and Josh Hall will ice it. As words are being said about stuff. 5 minutes and 4 seconds left in the third period. Austin down by 1. Score is 5-4. As Gendron stretches it ahead, and Brandemardo again, all alone, takes the shot. Oh, I don't know if McAdams got a piece of that or not. It looked like it might have hit the post to me, but I could be wrong. It's a weird angle I'm standing at, folks. Green now gets it to Campbell, who's all alone right in the slot, takes the shot, and beats Denard. And the crowd loves that. 6-4 is now your score. With 4 minutes and 41 seconds left in our third period. Possibly our game if Austin doesn't come back by 2. Matt King says stuff and things and stuff. Darn right, sir. Ramalama shish boom ba. That's all I have to say about that. If that triggered you again, or triggered that response again in you, I'm going to laugh. As A Bear sends it up. Green walks in, rolls it on net. Denard gets the glove, gets the whistle. 4 minutes, 31 seconds left to go in the third period. Yeah, you typing it in the comments is one thing with the Bugs Bunny, rah, rah, rah. But if it automatically came out of your mouth, unbeknownst to your brain, I'm going to laugh, because that makes me laugh. As Brandemardo lobs it all the way down, Brett Lee's going to get to it for the Rougarou, send it around the boards where A Bear will pick it up, bring it back, goes behind the net. He's got 2 Austinites there, and he sends it hard around the boards, finds a Tyler Green. And by Tyler, I meant Tyler, because his name is Tyler, not Taylor, which is what I usually call him. And right there on the doorstep, Tyler Green took a shot. It went off the pads of Denard, bounced up in the air. Denard couldn't catch it. And Tyler Green bats it in and beats Denard, giving one more. To the Rougarou. Austin, I think they were saying it was batted in with a high stick. Maybe it was batted in with a high stick. Okay, they did not get one more. All right, confusion. Waved off, says Brandon Fisher. Thank you, sir. Tanya, high stick. No, come on, Stripes, call it right. Waved off. All right. High stick it was. Score is still 6-4 with exactly 4 minutes remaining in the third period. A high stick is now being explained and demonstrated by Brandemardo and Fioca for our, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. They're tired, folks, and weird, like myself. Only difference is you have to listen to me. Unless you push that mute button. Just saying. As Jesse Anderson has it. For a moment. And then Gendron gets it over to Fioca, who drops it back for Donahue. Gains his own, walks it in, makes a move, batted off his stick by Kozine, but he quickly gets it back. Sends it back up to the point, finds a Jamie Kerr, who wrists one. Comes back to Donahue. Donahue walks in, takes a wrister. And that goes into the boards, where Pfeiffer will pick it up. And sent up to the point. It gets around Gendron. That's Anderson. Walks it in. He's got trailers. That was Hinton. Kicked out of harm's way for a moment by Donahue, and then finished out of harm's way by Jamie Kerr. Shot taken by Brandemardo went wide. As Austin is offside, Sidney tags up just before Hall crosses the line. And Garrett Pfeiffer had it for a moment. Gets it over to Tyler Cook. Cook walks it in. More like jogs it in. Tries to pass it. Hall blocked the pass for a moment, and then seems like He needed to take a Zen moment there as he has gassed himself out. And it finds him. And he gets it. Walks it in, makes some moves. Loses it. Him and Sydney get kind of tied up with Chad Gertie in there, and it ends up squirting all the way back down. Glop is going to have to go get it. He does. 1 minute and 55 seconds left in the game. Pass attempt blocked by Lodato. He's got it, walks it, looking for a pass, finds it. Josh Hall there to interrupt it just at the last moment. Then loses it. Gloppa puts on the Jets. Grabs it, then loses it. Josh Lodato is going to take it, bring it back, sends it over to Gertie. And Gertie, and what he's going to do, he's going to hold it, then he's going to shoot it. And Denard's going to block it. He goes into the corner. Jamie Kerr sends it over to Brandon Marto. Brandon Marto pressured by Gertie, and it comes all the way out. Cozine has it now, sends it over to Spencer. And he'll send it over to Lodato. Lodato walks it in, takes a shot. Pad saved by Denard. Roulette's going to pick it up in the corner. He's got time and space, as Austin just does not have the energy to pressure. So Gloppa, bat to the head. It hops over Cozine's stick. Sydney's going to back it in, backhand it in. Goes into the corner. Brandon Marto interrupts the outlet pass, but it just starts bouncing. Goes over everybody's feet that's trying to keep it in. And offsides are Austin, as Gloppa tried to keep it on the other side of the blue line with his foot, but did not succeed. 43 seconds left in the game. All right, everyone's saying for sure high stick. Gendron is saying, is it Austinite or Austinian? Matt King says Austinite. I've heard Austinian before. I don't mind either. I don't think it matters. As the shot taken by Colby Stewart is gloved by Taylor Denard. 29.7 seconds left in the game. Austin still down by 2, 6-4. As the Red River bench is saying something and pounding on their boards. We like that, folks. Gets them amped up. I just wish I could understand what they were saying. I think they're saying goalie. Could be wrong, though. Brandon Marto now with their long reach of the stick gets it over to Sydney Fioca. And Sydney, I think she stepped on the ball, and that tripped her up. I'm not sure what happened. So, they bring the faceoff in. 11.7 seconds left in the third period. Brandon Marto showing exactly what he's going to do. Calling the shots like Babe Ruth. He does it. And the ball hits the glass behind the net. And Spencer's going to push it out. Colby Stewart's got time for one more shot. He's going to give it to Cade Campbell. Cade Campbell's going to give it to Green. And Stewart just couldn't do it before the buzzer. But that's the end, folks. And your Red River Rougarou take the W, 6-4.